Hi everybody, ready to do some more rolling. Uh, I'm working on neck and shoulders, and one of the easiest ways to get a feel for this is to use the wall. So have a look around your home and see if there's somewhere that you can use which is a nice flat wall, basically is what you need. I'm just going to use this wall here. You want enough space that you can actually stretch your arms out on either side. So, okay. So once you've found your wall that you can use, we'll start first of all, first exercise without using the ball. So you can set the ball down. Coming up to the wall, so you're flat against the wall, bring your left arm out to the side and then turn your feet away from your stretched out arm. So you've got your left arm stretched out behind you, and then you've got your toes pointing the opposite direction. So you're getting a really nice twist, and you should feel this across the whole front of the chest here. So breathing and stretching. Breathing and stretching. Just let the whole shoulder joint release. Lovely. And then turn against to the wall again and relax that arm down, and just take a moment just to see how that feels. You should feel like a nice stretch here, like the shoulder is getting back into the right position. We usually walk around with our shoulders up around our ears and slouching forwards. So this should really feel like you've dropped the shoulder down and you're pushing the shoulder back. So we always do both sides for balance. So come back up to the wall again. This time stretching out your right arm out across the wall, and then turn your feet away. Good, and you want to have your hand about level with your shoulder. Breathe. Good, and then release and come up to standing. So your shoulders should just feel nice and relaxed. A really lovely stretch. This is so handy to do because you could do, if you have a wall like this and you're out during the day at work, or I used to even do the stretch sometimes when I was using public transport, and I was walking on my way, when I was on my way home, when I worked in, for example, in New York and had to get the train every day, I would find places where I could do a little stretch just to try and open up the shoulders. So let's try that whole thing again now, but with the ball. So for this, we're going to use a couple of landmarks. So the first one is where this little notch is. We're going to have the ball around here. So we're rolling across really the muscles along the tops of the chest. So where the clavicle is, you're going to start with the ball right here and then slowly roll across the chest underneath the clavicle, and then into this hollow here in front of the shoulder. There's a nice little hollow, and we're going to stop here and just massage all of that, releasing all of this whole area. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So really good for a lot of tightness in the chest, and it helps the shoulders drop back. Okay, so starting off, ball in just under the notch here, and leaning into the ball, drop the arms down, press into the ball here. Now, because we're using the ribs across the front of the chest and the ribs, we want to do as much breathing as we can. So using the breath to help release the tight muscles. Big, long, deep breath. And again, we'll do the right arm out to the side. So stretch the right arm out to the side so it's along the wall. And start off by slowly turning your head to the left, and then moving your feet. And the ball will just move millimeters at a time towards the shoulders, and then slowly walking. So the ball is massaging across the front of the chest, right into the shoulder, and then circle. and then release. Again, that should feel really nice along the top of the shoulder. Try that on the other side. So pressing, the ball is just underneath that little notch. Bring your left arm out to the side, sink, press, breathe in, breathe out. Slowly start by turning your feet, or turning your head rather to start with. Even that movement of just turning your head, the ball should start to move a millimetre or so towards the other side, towards the left. Then start to move your feet, leaning your body weight into the ball. So the feet are about a foot or two away from the wall. And then press into the ball as much weight as you can, peeling along the front of the chest. Stop once you get into that hollow in the shoulder. Bend the knees. You can massage into that area with a few circles. Press, breathe. Twist. Pushing the shoulder back. Good. You can even roll right onto the shoulder joint as well, a little bit onto the arm if you like, if you've got room. Good. And then release and come back to standing. And again, that should really feel like your shoulders should feel amazing at the end of this. I always feel like my shoulders are really quite far back. One variation for that, if you've got any sort of injuries and you find that it's hard to have the arm out to the side, you can also do a slight variation. Press into the ball and slowly, just keep the arms down for this one. So slowly turn your head first and then your feet, and slowly rolling across the front of the chest, keeping the arm down. For this one, you can actually come onto the top of the shoulder and just massage along here. Sometimes there's some really tight areas here where the muscles in the arms attached to the top of the shoulder. So rolling along here can work too. And same on the other side. So you're sinking, pressing, rolling. Okay, so you can play around with that, but anyway, I really hope you enjoy the benefits of doing that, and the shoulders should feel really nice and relaxed by the time you've finished. Okay, enjoy.